Hi, I'm Perry Atkinson, General Manager here at theDove. Hey, check out our other videos and check out our website at thedove.us. Hi, welcome back, and delighted to have us a couple of guests in the studio with us today. Mary Neel's with us and Paul Jackson. They are both facilitators with HeartChange Workshop, an incredible outreach and ministry that's impacting a lot of people. And Mary, good to see you again.
Thank you, Perry.
And Neel, good to see you. Or Paul, excuse me. And this is an interesting ministry. Well, I'll let you explain it, Paul. How did you get started in this, and what is it?
Well, it's the ministry is actually House of Myrrh Ministries, and HeartChange is one of the workshops that happens through the ministry. And how I got involved, well, a buddy of mine saw me return to church and saw the distress I was in, and he just approached me and he invited me to this this workshop. Of course, I had questions about it, but he really didn't have much to say about it. He just wanted me to experience it, and I was at a place in my life where I was ready.
Ready.
So that's kind of how I ended up going to this workshop.
How about you, Mary? How did you get involved in this?
My son actually recommended me to it, and I was very skeptical, to tell you the truth, about what I heard that it could do for a person's walk with the Lord. But when I experienced it, I was amazed at the depth of relationship that I can have with God, and I know I have with God, and that it frees me to have a better relationship with the people that I love.
That's wonderful. By the way, the website is called or entitled HeartChange.org. HeartChange.org. What's the essence of the program, Mary? What's the bottom line?
The bottom line is coming to see yourself as God really sees you. And that's very hard for us to do, because all of our life we have layers upon layers of situations, perhaps traumas, and lies that we have been told about ourselves. And so when we have all of those layers, who are you, God, and how do you see me? And Paul has, I'd like Paul to add to that.
Yeah. What is it to you?
Well, I grew up pretty troubled, and there was definitely, like Mary was saying, layers, you know, like an onion of whatnot. I had glasses that I was wearing, perhaps you could say, that I was really viewing life through, and it was really warping the truth about God, about myself. I wasn't able to really assimilate the things that God was truly saying about me. I was rather kind of stuck in the walls that I had put up and the messages that I had kind of written on my own heart, and I got set free from that.
So what keeps you motivated? What keeps you going in this program?
Well, really, two things keep me motivated. One is I keep growing. You know, I've never arrived. I don't think I ever will arrive until that day. And the other thing is to see the miracles happen over and over and over and over again with the participants as they come in and they're broken down and quiet, and you know, the gamut of just how life has destroyed them, really, literally, or Satan, really.
Yeah. He's
the one that likes to do that. And they come in, and the light comes back on. Their eyes light up, and they begin to dance and sing, and it's good to see life come back.
All right, so how does somebody get involved? How do they do that, Mary?
They can go to the website, and it's an online registration. It's free, and that they click the schedule and scroll down to the one that they want to register for, and click the word register, and it's a done deal.
How long is the course?
It goes Thursday morning at 9 a.m. and it ends at about, I'd say, 7 o'clock on Sunday. And each day is very long. 9 o'clock would be a goal that we have to end at each day.
Wow.
And it's obviously we break for meals.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday thing. That's pretty intense.
It's very intense, and Paul and I were just talking before. It's about 50 hours that someone would commit to say, yes, I want more of God.
Wow.
50 hours. It's well worth it.
So what are they going through during this time?
Good question. I got one question for you first.
Sure.
Have you ever spent 50 hours with the Lord at one time?
That's a great question. The answer is yes, but it was a long time ago. Yeah.
So what was your question again?
Well, what are they doing in these 50 hours?
You know, in a nutshell, I could tell you about all the processes, but that'd ruin the secret for you. You know,
Okay.
You want to be surprised, but I can tell you this.
Well, I remember like marriage encounters, you go in with one thing and you come out and it's just another thing. And I'm assuming that's kind of what's happening here.
Absolutely. The transformation happens because each person that goes through the workshop spends the entirety of that 4 days experiencing for themselves, taking a look inside, taking a look into other people's lives, listening to the stories of each other's lives, and you know, so through a process really of different experiences, they get a little more than just knowledge. You know, a lot of people are you know, I grew up going to church and listening to wonderful, wonderful messages, and then I remember thinking to myself, okay, how do I do that? What does that look like? And by and large part, that was missing in my life. And this workshop provides the opportunity for the doing part.
All right, again, let me encourage you to check it out. It's HeartChange.org, HeartChange.org, and there you can register but also see the various schedules. I'm hearing a theme from both of you, and in fact, it reminds me of something that Patrick Doyle says a lot. He's the counselor we have on the air. He said there's basically two things that make you change: inspiration or desperation.
Yes, yes.
You know, you're either inspired to make a change or you're desperate to make a change. And what I'm kind of hearing here is that you folks that go, all right, wait a minute, I believe, but it's not working. What do I do? Is that kind of the essence of what's happening?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, and I, for you, Mary, you're still in it, so obviously it meant something to you.
It did. It did. It changed me. And rather than talk about me, I would like to share, if I could.
Sure.
And one thing I'll say about it is the age of the participants.
Yeah.
They can be as young as 14, and the upper age is limitless.
Okay.
We've had some very elderly people attend, and it's been beneficial.
Wow.
So I want to read something from a teen who attended recently. And she said, when I arrived at HeartChange, I was depressed and angry and afraid of the world. I had successfully taught myself how to lock the world out, perfectly masking my emotions. I attended church and I pretended to believe in God for years. During HeartChange, I experienced my emotions for the first time. I was terrified to come to know God and to start discovering myself, someone who the world had never seen. The whole time, I was surprising myself with how much I enjoyed myself. Leaving HeartChange, I felt like my world was turned upside down in the best of ways. I was headed down a road of self-destruction, and I know this young woman, so this is so exciting for me, of self-destruction, pain, and sorrow. And the love and safety of the Lord and my new family that I experienced showed me at my HeartChange so much that it has transformed me into a girl who is passionate about God and the amazing life that He has provided for me.
Wow.
Can you?
Wow.
The
That's
joy of that.
That's the
That's
essence.
why Paul and I do these, Perry.
Okay.
And I have a whole pile that I could read to you, but that's probably not proper on TV.
Well, nothing says it like a testimony. Again, heartchange.org if you're interested in signing up for it. Now, I understand you got one coming up in March in association or conjunction with Pacific Bible?
That's correct.
What are you doing there?
Well, if you'll notice, most of our workshops are Thursday through Sunday. This particular workshop in March is Wednesday through Saturday because we love pastors to come, leadership in church, and that way they can still have their Sundays to do what they need to do.
Wait a minute, pastors come to this?
That's right.
Yes. Yes.
That says so much, doesn't it?
It does,
Yeah.
because I have a real heart for pastors and how sometimes they get a bad rap.
Yeah.
You know, because there's a lot of woundedness in the body of Christ. Are you needing to break?
Oh, no. Well, here in just, but the part of that discussion is this. I have never seen so many pastors burn out as I've seen burn out in the last 10 years.
Really?
Yeah. And the sad part about that is that they're burning out alone. Nobody sees it, nobody senses it, and all of a sudden they're done. And you don't want to ever see a pastor end in failure or end in exhaustion or end burned out. But it's hard to believe that pastors go through what you went through. They're going through it too. And here they are, they're the disseminators of the word, and yet it's not working.
Yeah, and even if a pastor has no real need, it's still a great resource for them to be able to use. And really, that's one of the reasons why we're here, is because the vision that the Lord gave me was that this could become a partnership.
Okay.
Pastors are burning out. They do have a bad rap.
Right.
And this could be a wonderful partnership.
All right, well, there's the other one. Check out the one coming up in March with in association with Pacific Bible College and Pastors. That's perfect for you, Wednesday through Saturday. The normal ones are Thursday through Sunday. So, well, thank you both. This is great. I hope that people would look into this, take advantage of it. It's these kind of settings and these kind of workshops that are really changing lives in a big, big way. I think we all have this spiritual mask we put on, and we get tired of wearing it because we have to put it on a good day and a bad day.
That's right.
That's right.
You get tired of wearing that, so you want it to come off. All right, check it out, HeartChange.org, HeartChange.org, and get registered there, or you can check out the one coming up in March at Pacific Bible College. So, well, Mary and Paul, thanks. Thanks for what you do, and bring some more testimonies next time.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Perry.
All right, thank you. All right, we'll be right back.